Did your ex leave you for somebody else? Let's talk about that tonight. Hey folks, I am Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. And if you're new to the channel, I would ask you to smash the subscribe button. When you do that, tick the bell icon right next to it. That way you'll be notified when I upload new content. Also, give me a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. Okay, I'm going to turn my monitor on here. You're going to get a little blue glow on my face here. But I want to read an email that I received from somebody. Was asking about, thinks that his ex might have left him for somebody else. And I'll kind of skip over some of it, but he starts out by saying, my ex broke up with me almost 4 months ago after a 3.5 years relationship. Instantly, she started to date another guy. Probably in the same week after the breakup. She told me that they met after the breakup, but I have my doubts. I have a theory that they met and started to talk before the breakup. Now, this is common if maybe they were, maybe not cheating, but maybe they were kind of planning this out beforehand. They're going to tell you that they met right after the breakup. This is common. I've had this happen to me. I mean, this is very common. They're not going to say, yes, I've been seeing this guy for a month and a half, and we decided to give this a shot. It says the breakup came out of the blue. Our relationship was a healthy relationship, and they really fought or discussed during the last 6 months. Before the breakup, he was dealing with some tough personal issues, but he tried to keep those out of the relationship. Her mother apparently liked him, sent him a text saying, hey, you were great for my daughter and whatnot. This is common. When this happens, this is devastating, people. This is just, you run through every fear in your head and every fear in your mind that this person is so much better than you. If your ex is with someone, and I've had this happen to me, like I said, and you're running through everything in your mind. Oh my God, they're better looking, they make more money, they're this, they're that, they're funnier, they spend more time with them, they're more romantic, they're more loving, they're more this, they're more that. And quite often it's none of that, especially in a rebound relationship. I mean, you know what it's like, that initial feeling, that initial rush of being infatuated and whatnot. That's quite often what we experience. And someone you're very tender right out of a breakup and whatnot. You're kind of very vulnerable, and it doesn't take much for someone to come along and just kind of sweep you up in that and makes you kind of forget about all that pain that you had in the back. They don't know each other. They unless they had gone back, they really don't know each other, and they kind of get swept up in that. So you have to be careful about that, But don't beat yourself up. Work on yourself is the most important thing you can do. Now here's something. Since the breakup, the new guy started to post on social media constantly. He calls them cringeworthy, very flamboyant pictures with her to show the world how much they love each other. This is not uncommon either, quite often, to the point of looking possessive. He says maybe ex has posted some stuff on Instagram, like she enjoys her new relationship. Although he does say in here, and this is true, social media does not always show the truth. People post what they want the world to see. That's kind of normal. That's exactly what they're doing, I think. Said he kept no contact even before he knew about the strategy. But then he sent her a letter taking blame for everything wrong in the relationship. She answered, and they met to talk. Now, back that up. A letter is often a good way to contact an ex. I don't know that it's a good thing to take all the blame for the relationship. You aren't all the blame. There's always two parties involved, and that's just not it. I have other videos. I'm not going to get into the content of the letter, what you need to do there. But like I said, taking all the blame for everything that went wrong is not healthy, because it's not all your fault. She answered they met and talked and told how she enjoyed their time together, but she can't go back to the past. Quite calm, but at the same time they spoke as if nothing really changed. She'd brought him a gift from a trip she had. He said he sent her some messages for a couple of days after, and then started to do no contact ever since. Now here's the important part, and this guy's thinking. He says, don't have any real hope that they will break up or that she may regret her decision of breaking up with me. Even if she does, I do not know if I'd be able to forgive her if I found out that she lied to me. Here's the important part. I've been working on myself a lot. Going to the gym, counseling, improving my job situation, etc., etc., etc. Turn the monitor off. These are all very important things. These are things that you need to do. Generally speaking, now let's go back to her relationship. Generally speaking, these rebound relationships, they fall apart quickly. Quickly to me would be, God, could they be done in the next hour? Quickly could mean weeks, months, on down the road. But if it's a rebound relationship, generally speaking, those first relationships outside of a relationship don't really work. That first girl you date after the divorce, that's just not gonna, it's not gonna happen quite often. The important thing is here, this fellow was talking about he was working on himself. That's major. That's crucial right there. He is making himself into the best person that he can be. If his ex is attracted back to that, hey, that's great. But if she's not, he's developing the personality that he can attract someone else. So what do you do? There's not a lot you can do if your ex is with someone else, male or female, if your ex is with another person. What you can do, again, is work on yourself, make yourself the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. There are some things, however, that you don't want to do. You don't want to pursue your ex in that new relationship. You don't want to interfere in that relationship, because even if you can get in there and make yourself look good and break them up, down the road somewhere, the question's going to come up in your ex's mind, hey, maybe I had it better off with so-and-so, and this person came back in and ripped us apart or destroyed those chances. You don't want to interfere with a relationship, because what happens is it gets very emotional, and hostilities can escalate very quickly in a situation like that. You can get very emotional. It can get, stay away from that. Don't interfere with your ex in their new relationship. Also, don't really be in contact with your ex. You may have some minor contact about a few things, but it's not going to be the romantic kind of contact that maybe you want to have. Again, that's kind of interfering in that relationship. 9 times out of 10, these rebound relationships, or these relationships right outside of a relationship, or outside of a broken relationship, do not last. The people don't really know each other. They just dove into it, and quite often it's a rebound on both sides. Some guy just broke up with his girl. The girl just broke up with her boyfriend. These two people get together without really dealing with any of the baggage that they're bringing along, and it feels so nice and wonderful and loving, and hey, it's all great, and it generally doesn't last. When reality strikes, sometimes it just doesn't make a difference. So anyway, folks, that's what I have to tell you tonight. I appreciate everyone watching the channel. Again, if you're new, smash the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the section down below. Also, check out the description down below. I do have a couple of free ebooks down there that I give away, and my personal email address is in there too. If you have a relationship question, you're welcome to write to me, or you can leave a comment down below. I generally try to get to all comments and emails within 24 hours. So again, folks, Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. Until next time, good night.